Another unidentified object, this time in Canada, and a U.S. fighter jet shot it down today. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau sending out a tweet saying that he ordered the takedown of that object. It was hovering over the northern part of the country. Canadian and U.S. aircrafts were sent to shoot it down, and an American F-22 plane fired at the object. Well, just yesterday, President Biden ordered to shoot down a high-altitude object that was in Alaska. Meantime, crews are still pulling out debris from the Chinese spy balloon that was shot out of the sky over the Atlantic, sparking a diplomatic crisis with Beijing. NewsNation is staying on top of these breaking developments. Our team is standing by. Let's start with Joe Khalil in D.C. And Joe, we heard from Canada. What are we hearing from the U.S. government about this?
Well, we are getting some new information from them, Natasha. I do want to say NewsNation, the first American outlet to confirm that NORAD was tracking this new mysterious aircraft flying over northern Canada. And Prime Minister Justin Trudeau confirmed that he gave the green light for American fighter jets to shoot it down. So just to put this in a perspective here, this is now 3 times in the last week alone that American air defense has shot down aircraft out of the sky over North America. And we have just learned from the Pentagon that this object was actually spotted first on Friday and actually did fly into American airspace over Alaska. So both President Biden and Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, they were working together on this. Both of them actually authorized air defense to shoot the object down. And we have a statement now from the Pentagon that I want to read here, a fresh statement that we just got. It says NORAD detected the object over Alaska late Friday evening. 2 F-22 aircraft from Joint Base Elmendorf, Richardson, Alaska, monitored the object over U.S. airspace with the assistance of Alaska Air National Guard refueling aircraft. Racking it closely and taking time to characterize the nature of the object. Monitoring continued today as the object crossed into Canadian airspace with Canadian CF-18 and CP-140 aircraft joining the formation to further assess the object. Now, we know ultimately, again, it was shot down. It was flying over the Yukon region in northern Canada when it was brought down. It's a real sparsely populated area in northwestern Canada, right next to Alaska, as you can see there on your map. We're not exactly sure where in the Yukon this aircraft was shot down. It is a vast area. I can tell you what we do know is that both Canadian and American fighter jets were scrambled to respond. Ultimately, as we mentioned, it was an American F-22 pilot who shot it down. Now, we're not sure what the object is yet or where it came from, but this comes just one day after American fighter jets shot down another mysterious aircraft, that one in American airspace. That was over Alaska. And yesterday, the Pentagon said it didn't know what that object was or where it came from, hoping it would learn more from the debris it picked up in Alaska. Today, the Pentagon didn't say either way if officials know what this thing is or if they know where it came from. And again, these 2 aircraft taken down with the Chinese spy balloon fresh in the minds of Americans. It was about a week ago now that President Biden ordered that spy aircraft be taken down. The Pentagon waited till that one was over the water off the coast of South Carolina. Now, in these most recent cases, Friday and today, those aircraft, there was no waiting. They were both shot down more closely, almost immediately. In this case, Canada is now going to be taking the lead on the debris recovery with help from the FBI. Natasha.
Okay, I appreciate you giving us those breaking details. Joe Khalil live for us in D.C. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.